See my screen? Everyone can hear me loud and clear. That's good. So what I'm going to talk about today is the fastest way to consistent trading profits. Now, this has got nothing to do with the style of trading or what you're trading. This is something that you need to know no matter what you're trading. And I actually called this once the only way to consistent trading profits. So you need to listen carefully. It doesn't matter what system you're trading, what instrument you're trading, what time frame you're trading. You need to understand how to do what I'm going to share with you today. So as always, just a quick disclaimer, all comments I make here are for educational purposes only, and you'll know there's a high degree of risk involved in all types of trading. Here's a picture of me speaking at the New York Traders Expo, and a little bit about me for those of you who are new here. You can read that. I've been trading professionally for over 15 years, and I started out my professional life at Credit Suisse in London and then in New York. For those of you who are new to TradeSmart, we're a trading education business, and we focus on teaching you how to read the market professionally and how to run a successful trading business. And this is what we're going to focus on today, including how to develop your own trading plan and strategies which fit your personality and lifestyle. So here's our agenda. I'm going to turn this off and I'll turn it back on at the end. So here's our agenda. We're going to talk about goals. You need to have goals. Every business needs to have goals. We're going to talk about defining your edge. As a trader, you need to have an edge. I'm going to give you an introduction to the TradeSmart edge, the way I trade. And then we're going to talk about the trading framework, the process. I'm going to share with you an offer if you would like to take the next stage, the next step, and then we'll open up for audience questions and answers. So trading is a business. So treat it as a business. Hobbies cost money, businesses make money. So if you're not making money in your trading, then maybe you're treating it as a hobby. You need to take it seriously and run it as a business. As a business, you need goals. You need to ask yourself, why do you want to trade? Why is that important? You need to know the reason. Now, you need to have a bigger picture reason. What's your big why? Why do you want to do trading? What's it going to give you? You can make money many different ways, but why trading? Do you really know why you want to trade? Now, those of you in the, I don't know if I can see the chat area, but you can type in the chat area. Maybe David can let me know. Do you know why you really want to trade? Now, guess what? This might be surprising to many of you. To make money is not a good enough reason. As I said before, you can make money in many different ways. Trading isn't for everyone. You need to know why it is for you and why you want to do it. Like everything in life, it's really a good idea to know why you're doing something. Now, why are trading goals important? Well, they're going to give you focus and direction. If you don't have any goals, then you can't aim anywhere. And if you don't aim anywhere, you end up going around in circles and end up going nowhere. So when you have a direction and a focus, that's going to give you satisfaction when you achieve those goals. You can split up your goals into sub-goals, to milestones. Even if you're not making profit at the beginning, most traders aren't. Most beginning traders are not making profit at the beginning. Usually the beginning is you're losing money. But if you know that you're getting better every day, every trade, every month, and you're moving towards your goal of consistent profits, then you can feel satisfied. And that's going to give you a positive trading experience. Now, how many of you have been trading, been losing money day in and day out? Maybe the odd winning trade, but basically you're losing. It doesn't make you feel good. And if it doesn't make you feel good, you're not going to carry on doing it unless you have a bigger why, unless you understand that you're going towards a goal. Now, if you can see clearly where that goal is, and you have like I had at the beginning, a plan A type of attitude. People used to ask me, what's your plan B? I said, I don't have a plan B. I'm going to succeed at this and I'm going to do whatever it takes. More about that soon. So if you know you're on the journey and you're getting there slowly, then it's going to give you, you're going to feel good about that, even though you're not yet making money. So what are your trading goals? And again, I want everyone to write this down, okay? Write down trading goals, my trading goals, and just jot a few things down. It's very important. You need to know what your goals are. So for example, it could be to acquire expertise in reading the market. Now, many people's goals at the beginning are to make money, which is not really where to start. That's really what you get once you do everything else right. No matter how you're trading, it doesn't matter what system. I'm sure you've heard many people already during this Traderthon that have many different ways of trading. There isn't one correct way. There's many ways. But I believe there's one way of running a trading business, and this is it, what I'm going to share with you. You should set challenging and feasible goals. And you should set goals according to your level of mastery. As you get better, you want to set more challenging goals. And you need to be realistic. You need to have realistic goals. And again, you need to feel good. Most things we do in life, we do because we feel good about them. We don't going to do things that are not going to make us feel good. So, you know, if you go to the market every day, and again, those were my initial experiences of the market, and it's kind of interesting to note that I started on a trading floor, and my first trading house started professionally after passing the Series 7. It was a long time ago, it was over 15 years ago now. And I was given $500,000 of capital. I was trading on the New York Stock Exchange. Now, you know, amongst the first group of people that I was part of, the people that actually started making money at the beginning didn't last. I was one of the people that actually lost money at the beginning, and I'm still trading. So it's very interesting. I think in your development as a trader, if you know this ahead of time, that the journey, it's probably better to lose money at the beginning. You learn more from your losing trades or from doing things wrong and making mistakes. Once you have a framework and a process in which to capture what's happening with your trading and knowing how you're going to improve. That's the process I'm going to share with you as we go through this. So you need to have commitment, like anything else in life. If you're not fully committed and you have a get out, you're not 100% committed, and the chance of you succeeding, especially in trading, is probably close to zero. Okay, you know, everyone knows the statistics. I don't know how true they are, but you know, they say around maybe 5 to 10% of retail traders actually succeed. So the question is, you need to ask yourself, how committed are you? If you're not committed, then don't start. It's a bit like maybe someone's used the analogy of getting married. If you're not committed to your marriage, then don't get married. Be committed to the person you're marrying and then stick with it through thick and thin, no matter what. You see what I mean? So it's the same sort of commitment with anything else in life. Trading's no different. So the question is, will you invest in an education and training? You know, you're not going to become a fighter pilot by watching YouTube videos or watching the new Top Gun movie. That's not going to help you become a fighter pilot. You need to learn how to do it. You need education, you need training, and they're not the same. You can get an education by watching a tennis player play tennis and learning all the technicalities of how to hold the racket and where to stand. Training means getting out on the court and actually holding that racket and playing. You need to do that. You need training. Will you work on yourself? Now, most people don't believe this. And I guess those of you who've been trading for some time really understand this, that trading is like a mirror that you hold up and it reflects you back to yourself. Most of us are our own worst enemy. We need to get out of our own way in order to become successful as traders. We need to become the best us. You need to become the best you that you can be. It's a peak performance activity and requires you to be working at a level of peak performance. So you need to work on yourself. Are you willing to admit if you have issues? Will you learn from your mistakes and failures? Or do you think you're perfect and you know everything? A lot of people come to trading from other careers and they were successful and they think that's going to transfer to trading and they get a rude awakening. And you know, so trading is a great thing. The byproduct of becoming a successful trader is you will become a better person as well. Will you do whatever it takes? I did. Are you willing to? I have traders that are putting everything into it and they become successful. They're not willing to give up. They go through losses and they come back and they get stronger through it. It's a seasoning you need as a trader. It's earning your rite of passage. And that runs very deep through a trader's veins, so to say. And every successful trader knows that because we all went through a very similar journey. Some people maybe got caught earlier on in the journey for a longer time, or some people later on at different milestones in the journey. But the journey is very similar to most people. So the first thing you need to do on your journey to become a successful trader is define your edge. Now, what is an edge? You need to know what an edge is. So basically, this is an advantage you have over others. If you're going to take a trade, what advantage do you have? Why should you be on the winning side most of the time? Now, again, you don't have to be right all the time. You have to have something, positive expectancy. That means you're going to be right, or you're going to make money over a large number of trades. You don't know whether any individual trade is going to be a winner or loser, and it doesn't really matter. You need to have a different perspective. Don't look at your trading on a one trade perspective. That's like looking at the tree without seeing the woods. You need to see the bigger picture. Is your strategy working? Is your edge working? Do you have an advantage trading how you're trading? Now, the question is, what exactly is a technical edge in the market if you're a technical trader, if you're reading the charts? This means recognizing when the odds in the market are in your favor. Say you have a setup that's only right 50% of the time. Is that an edge? Well, if on trades that you take, you make 2 times what you lose, then you have a positive expectancy and a statistical advantage in the market. You cannot trade a system without having an edge. And an edge means you're going to make money over time. You need to ask yourself who is on the other side of your trade. If you don't know, then you're probably the novice trader. You need to know why, when you're taking a trade, that over time, you're going to be on the right side of the market, or at least making money. You can be wrong the majority of the time and still make money if your average winner is much bigger than your average loser. So the question is, do you know what your edge is? Now, here's a very, very important point. Now, if anything that you get from this presentation, this is one thing you need to get. And this is the cause of many traders failing, I believe. If you cannot clearly explain what your edge is, you do not have one. And even more importantly, if you don't have an edge, do not trade. You might as well just hand over your money to the market. You're not going to make money consistently if you don't have an edge and you don't know what it is and you don't know why it should be working. Okay, so if you don't have an edge, you better go and learn one. Okay, and it's not a one size fits all. Everyone is different and you need to find an edge that works for you, both personality-wise and lifestyle-wise. Now, it's not just good enough to have an edge. I could give you my edge. I could tell you how I trade, and I'm going to share with you the main framework of how I trade shortly. But the question is, have you proven your edge? Once you've got an edge, have you proven it? Does it have a positive expectancy? That means, will you make money over time, statistically speaking? Now, as I said before, it's not good enough just to have an edge with a positive expectancy. I'll give you an analogy to that. I have a way of making a cake. And, I'm working with, say I'm a master baker. And I have 100 people in the room and everyone's following the same recipe. We'll probably get 100 different cakes, but we're all doing the same thing. How does that work? Well, this is how it works. Can you successfully trade your edge? You can have an edge, but you might not be able to do it like you should. You don't have the experience yet. So you have to learn every trade by trade, and improve yourself. Learn what works for you and what doesn't work for you, even within the edge that you're trading. Sometimes that edge, the way that you're trading, doesn't fit you. If you're scared of heights, then being a tightrope walker type of trader is not going to fit you. That's not the way you want to trade. There's so many different ways of trading. There's many ways that can work. You need to find the one that fits you. So let me introduce you to the TradeSmart edge. This is how I trade. I look at 3 things. I look at supply and demand. So I know where those areas are in the chart. I look at something called price direction. I need to know which direction price is currently pointing. Is it up or down? Now, again, you won't find this in any textbook or any technical book of trading. But this is very simple. And also with this price direction, you can almost throw out everything you know about Japanese candlesticks and just use this. It's one thing instead of learning multiple things. And instead of learning a whole book of different candlestick formations, you just need to learn this. One simple thing that I could probably teach you in just over an hour and a half. And then obviously learning it is not enough. You need to train on it. You need to actually practice it in the live market and see it working for yourself. So you need to understand price direction and you need to understand trend. Now, I'm not talking about using moving averages and saying, oh, price is rising above a rising moving average, it's in an uptrend. I don't define trend like that. Define trend using candlesticks alone. Okay, using the pivots, not traded pivot points, using pivots. And again, the way I define pivots is slightly different to what you might find in a textbook. And then we need to do that on multiple time frames. For example, you can be in a downtrend on an hourly chart, but in an uptrend on the daily chart. And when the hourly downtrend ends, could be where the daily uptrend picks up and continues moving to the upside. And that could happen in an area of demand, for example, and could happen after price direction changes to the upside. So you can see how this starts to work together. So this is my framework for reading any market. And within this framework, you can develop as many strategies as you can conceive. And then this is what I do with each of my traders. Every one of my traders trades differently within, some of them are breakout traders. Some of them are trend traders. Some of them are scalpers. Some of them are long-term traders. Some of them are set and forget type of traders. You can do it with this, anything you want. So what I want to do now is just jump into the live markets as we have them now and just show you a few examples of this from today. So let me just put up, okay, wrong one. Okay, this is Bitcoin, okay? So we called Bitcoin long many, many different times. We called it long down here. This is demand, okay? When it came down to around the 4,000 mark. But more recently, we called it long here. This is, if you look on the daily chart, this is an uptrend, okay? And this is a supply level that broke and it pulled back here, became demand. And this was kind of where you wanted to get in if you were getting in now or adding to your trade and taking this move. And you can see it's almost back to the highs. This is Bitcoin futures. Now, let me show you, let's look at the NASDAQ futures. And again, once you identify levels, this is a level of supply become demand. You saw this move down where it stopped on the NASDAQ. Once you know the levels like today, this is demand. But where the market stopped on the downside today and went up, and I took a trade on the NASDAQ yesterday at the open, actually over here, and took it up to, and I got filled at just over 12,000. That was the target area. This is supply, but this time we break it. So knowing here, and this is an area to be on the sell side. Once the market hits here, you can sell and take it all the way down to where? To, funny enough, demand. That's where the market went yesterday. Beautiful move here, down to here. Understanding how to do that. This is an hourly chart. And again, you can put that together with a 5-minute chart for entries, or even a 1-minute chart, depending on how you like to do it. I'll show you one more example. Maybe we'll look at gold. Let's look at gold. There's another trade that we talked about in our trading room, and some of our traders are actually taking these trades. On the short side, we're talking about playing gold down to 1,800. It hit there today from the beginning of this week. I can see this was yesterday. We broke below, and the odds are we're going to break below, and here's demand, demand, demand. So the market slowed down. Here's the move down, the breakdown, the move down, and there's the trade. Now, one final example, I'll show you oil futures. Now, we said this is likely going to break above this area today and break. Now, this is understanding a base. Yeah, this is a base on the weekly chart, and understanding what this structure is and understanding that the market is going higher, where we're going to. Now, understanding where the levels are, these are levels. You can see where the market stopped on the downside right over here, where it stopped on the upside, pulled back, and then finally broke. And understanding how to put all this together. So our edge in the market, or my edge in the market, what I teach is to understand how to read the market first, and then you can design a trading plan to fit you. And then this is an example of this in practice. Once you know how to read the market, you know what's happening, and then you can trade it. You know whether to be on the buy side or sell side, when to get in, when to get out, how to manage risk, and everything else. And let me just show you one more. Let's go to the Great British Pound. And again, you see these levels where we reached yesterday. Today, this is supply. This happened yesterday. The market sold off. So the market comes back here today during the London session, hit this area, and look what happened. It reversed. This is supply. Understanding where those levels are ahead of time, knowing that this is supply, 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 supply. So what happened to the market here? Turned to the downside. Okay, so let's go back to, we had a quick look. I wanted to share with you one way of doing it. Now, more to the point. What I'm going to share with you now is a trading framework. Again, this applies to no matter how you trade, you need to understand this and put this into practice for yourself. So first things first, the first question I ask anyone who's coming for coaching is, do you have a trading plan? Now, I want you to be honest. I can't see the comments yet. Maybe I should be able to see them somewhere, but I can't. So just answer the question in the chat area. Maybe I'll look at it afterwards. Do you have a trading plan? Yes or no? Now, I can tell you this almost certainly. If you don't have a trading plan, you will not succeed. Okay? The chance of you succeeding are almost zero. Okay? So don't trade without a trading plan. In the trading plan, you're going to have money management rules. You need to know how to manage your money. That's overall. You need to understand about risk management. Now, risk management doesn't mean I'm risking $500 on a trade and I'm going to just get in one contract and I'll put my stop in the place where if it hits, I'll only lose $500. No, that's not risk management. Risk management is putting your stop in a place where if it were to hit, it means your trading idea is no longer valid, and position sizing so that if it does hit there, you don't lose more than what you're risking on the trade. Oh, let's have a look. Chat. Ooh, maybe I can open it. Where did it go? Did have chat, but I don't know where it went. Okay, no problem. So risk management, okay? Very important. Understanding, how many of you have got stopped out of trades that have turned around and gone all the way to the target after you got stopped out because your stop wasn't in the right place. So most people think stops are there to stop them losing money. So here's the proof that it's not. Okay, a stop's purpose is not to stop you losing money. And here I'll prove it to you with a very simple explanation, like I just said. If you put your stop in the wrong place, what happens? You get stopped out and you lose money, and then the trade goes around all the way to your target. So what did the stop do? It didn't stop you losing money. It stopped you making money and caused you to lose money because you put it in the wrong place and you didn't position size correctly. So you need to understand. Now, I've been working with one of my traders in coaching, and with position sizing, simple position sizing rules, we've managed to 10x his profits, literally 10x his profits, 10 times more profit now by just doing the same trades and position sizing correctly. That's a huge difference. This guy is now, batting average is huge. Batting average is 80%, average win to average loss is 5 times. His average win is 5 times his average loser, and he gets 4 out of 5 trades right. 80% of the trades are winners. That's pretty good with one strategy that we developed together. So he can go and trade that and know ahead of time how many trades are going to be losers. Over 100 trades, he'll probably have 20 losers, 80 winners, and it will make an average of 5 times more on his winning trades than he will on his losing trades. That's a positive expectancy. That's a good strategy. That's a system that's going to work. So you need to have, obviously, in your trading plan, at least one strategy. I'd start with one. Most people start with too many. Start with one. Get one working. Now, you need to also log your trades. This is a framework. You need to keep track of your trades. Now, your broker logging your trades is not enough. You need to know more information than your broker keeps. And you also need to journal. Okay, journaling is probably the most important thing you will do as a trader. You need to journal your thoughts and feelings as you're trading. You need to understand why you're doing what you're doing and write down insights you have into the market and into your development as a trader so that you can go back over it in the future and see, did I make any progress? This is where I was a year ago, where I am now. Oh, same place. I had a trader come to me and he said to me, I've got 50 years trading experience. I've traded every single day for 50 years. Guy's 70 years old, traded every day for 50 years. I said to you, are you making money? No. So I listened a bit and I said, do you have a trading plan? No. So then I said to him, you haven't got 50 years trading experience. You've got 1 year trading experience. You've done it 50 times. You haven't improved anything because your results don't show it. 50 years trading experience. You want to get the right experience, not the same experience again and again, and don't do anything to change. You need to know what you need to change. If you don't track it, you've got no idea. So that brings me on to the trading process. You need to have routines. You need to know exactly what you're doing step by step in the trading day. Most people trade, as a beginning trader, they open up the platform and they start putting on trades randomly, hoping to make money. You shouldn't trade like that. Trading's be more than just taking trades. So you may go through routines in the morning to prepare yourself. So you need to have some preparation. And that's what we do. And I'm going to share with you exactly what I do soon and how you can watch me in practice and my traders in practice every single day. Come and join our trading room. So we prepare to trade on Sunday at the beginning of the week. Market's not open. We go through and we have a game plan for the week. And then every day before we trade, around 15 minutes before the market opens, we're preparing. We're having a plan. And then when trades set up, we take them. So you need to prepare. You need to ask yourself two things about preparation. Am I ready to trade? If you're running out and you don't have enough time and you're not, quite there, don't trade. And then ask yourself, is the market ready? Maybe you're ready, but the market's not showing you anything. It's just going sideways. And it's not ready to do anything. It's in a tight range. Nothing to do today. Sometimes your strategy doesn't show you any trades. So guess what? No trades. You're ready. The market's not ready. You need to be ready and the market needs to be ready. So you need patience. You need to wait for the market to show you your edge. And when you get better, you don't need to look for it. It comes to you. It kind of pops out once you know what you're looking for. You don't need to look for it anymore. It's there or it isn't. There's a trade or there isn't. So you need to wait. You can call trading waiting. We spend a lot of time waiting for a trade to set up. And once we're in a trade, waiting for it to play out. So you need discipline. Now, without a trading plan, you cannot have discipline because discipline is the ability to follow a set of rules, to follow a plan. Without a plan, you can't be disciplined. Most people say they're disciplined and they're rudely awakened or to find out that they don't have any discipline at all because they're not following their rules. Or they don't have a plan in which to follow. So by definition, if you don't have a trading plan, you cannot be a disciplined trader because what are you measuring discipline against if you don't have a set of rules? And then there's the psychology and emotions. Now, I believe a lot of the psychological issues that people have is because they don't know what they're doing. Yeah, if you were driving down the Autobahn and your friend's driving his Ferrari down the Autobahn and he says, here, take the wheel. And you don't know how to drive. Yeah, that's pretty scary. And he's going 150 miles an hour. But if you know how to drive, then it's a different experience. So most people are trying to trade by thinking that trading is just putting trades on and taking them off. And there's way more to learn than just that. So what happens is because they don't know what they're doing, you start to be afraid, fear. Fear happens because you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing and you know it works for you, what are you afraid of? So a lot of psychological issues, I believe, stem from the fact that people don't know what they're doing. If you try driving a car without knowing what you're doing, you're going to crash it probably, and maybe be a danger to other people and yourself. So learn how to trade first. That doesn't mean, just because you can open a trade and open a trading account and put a trade on or put some money in, open an account and put a trade on doesn't mean you're a trader. You need to know what you're doing, and most people don't. So, and again, the other side to psychology and emotions are, first of all, you've got to be competent on what you're doing. So you need to know what to do first and get competent at it. Once you've got competence, you can build confidence. You gain confidence. And once you've got confidence, you can be successful. Without confidence, you're not going to be a successful trader. And you can't be confident unless you know what you're doing. So that's really the root cause of a lot of psychological issues that people have with trading. And then also the other things. Most people don't like losing money and being wrong. Okay. And in trading, they happen at the same time. You lose money when you're wrong. The market just tells you, hey, I'm wrong. But guess what? It's not about being right or wrong. It's about making money over time. You can be wrong on a trade and still be right over a number of trades. If your batting average is 50%, you're going to be wrong half the time, but you're still making money. So who cares? Once you know about, I always say to my traders, in order to make money as a trader, you've got to learn how to lose money the right way. If you're not prepared to lose money, you're not going to make money. And this is not the business for you. So how are you okay taking a losing trade? Because you know you're making money over time. If you're taking a losing trade and you're not making money, well, that's going to cause you psychological issues and emotions. You're losing money. If you know you're making money over time, then you don't care about the losing trade because they're part of a winning system. You also need to be able to measure your progress. If you don't know if you're improving or not, how are you going to know, what to do next? You've got to know where you are as a trader and where you need to get to and have a plan of how to get there. This is the trading process. So let me give you an example of what you should be doing on a day-to-day basis, something similar to this. So firstly, before you start trading, prepare yourself to trade. Do whatever it takes. I've done many different things over the years. Today, I just, do some exercise, do some meditation, and that's how I prepare myself to trade. Have breakfast, have a coffee, and I'm ready. Now I don't do anything yet until I analyze the markets. I analyze the markets and I have with a view to finding trading opportunities ahead of time before I start trading. I look and I see and assess what's going on. What's going to likely happen today? What am I doing? Once I've done that, I'm ready. Now I wait for the market to show me a trading opportunity in my trading plan. Remember, this is part of the framework. Everything in green is part of the framework. So I'm waiting now. I'm in waiting mode. I'm a sniper. I'm waiting for things to come into my sights. Once it does, I take the trade. Now what do I do? Now it's a good idea to take a picture of your trade entry, so you get to learn what it looked like when you got into the trade. Most people will show you pictures of trades, and say, well, buy down here and sell up there after it happened. Well, you're not making a decision as a trader in hindsight. You're making it on the right-hand side of the chart before it plays out. So it's a good idea to learn how to do that. So once you make a decision, take a picture of what it looked like so you can do it again. If it was good, you need to recognize what it looked like. So take a picture of your trade entry, maybe write an entry in your trade journal. Then what you want to do is manage your trade according to your trading plan. Yeah, you've got a trading plan, I hope. If you don't trade, as we said earlier. Your trading plan will tell you exactly what to do once you're in a trade until you're not in a trade anymore. Then take a picture after the trade's completed, either hit your stop, hit your target, or whatever else you did on the way. Maybe you added to the trade. Maybe you managed it by moving your stop or trailing, whatever you did. Take a picture when you finish with that trade. And then take a picture of what happened next. So well, did you do the right thing? Can you do better next time? And then write a trade or enter the trade in your trading log. Log your trade. And then write an entry in your trading journal. Okay, does that make sense? Let's see if I can actually get, I don't know why I can't pull the chat up. I don't know where it's going. Let me have a look.
Hey, Simon, do you see the Zoom interface? You might have to move your cursor to the top or the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, at the top of the screen, yeah.
Okay, do you see the More button?
I do, and I see chat, and I click on it, and I don't see anything.
Huh, okay.
Maybe because I'm full screen. I don't know where
it should pop up on top of it, but...
Yeah, I don't see it.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, funny enough. I'll see towards the end. It's a shame, but yeah, I'm clicking on it and nothing's coming up. Maybe, let me see. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Got it. It was underneath. And let me move it to the side. Now I've got it.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh, hi, Jane. Okay, so, all right. So this is the kind of trading process. This is what you need to be doing. So we've talked about A framework, no matter how you're trading, doesn't matter what system you're trading, how you're trading, you need to have a framework. Trading log, trading plan, trading log, and trading journal. And this is the process you need to go through. This is, what you can use yourself. Maybe write this down, take a picture, and start doing this yourself. Okay, because you need to keep a track on what you're doing. Again, in the training I'm going to share with you shortly, we go into great detail of how to do every single part of this. So you're doing it correct. Again, this is a proven process in which you can develop yourself as a trader in a safe way. Okay. You want to be able to become consistently profitable and still have money left in your account. You don't want to be like one of the traders who came to me and started with $1 million account that's down to $10,000 and say, Simon, can you help me make big back? You want to start with a small account, prove yourself when there's not much at stake, and then start increasing. And again, it's not as simple as, people ask the question, how much money do you need in your account? Well, it depends what you're trading and how good you are and what your results are. And then you'll know, and depending on how much money you want to make, how much money you need in your account. You don't start the other way around. Most people start with, I need a lot of money to trade. No, you don't. I have a trader, she's probably in here now, who trades with a $10,000 account and makes, minimum of around $1,000 a day. And that might sound unbelievable to you, but it's true. She does. And she's doing it consistently for almost 3 years now. Trading a very simple system. So let me share with you the next part. So today we've discussed how to define your goals, okay? And you need to understand your why, why you're doing it. We've talked about how to uncover your edge. Okay, you need to know what your edge is. And again, there's many ways of doing it. I've showed you my edge without going into the finer details, but that's what I do use for trading. I don't use any indicators. Okay, so I use supply and demand, trend, and price direction on multiple timeframes. That is it. Again, I do use one indicator for a certain type of trading, but that's, maybe 1% of the time, almost, when they set up. But I can almost do it now without having any indicators. I don't need them. If you want to understand what price is doing, just look at price. Yeah, just look at it directly, understand it. It's very liberating to free a chart of all, I remember when I did it originally, because I also started with moving averages and various other indicators. And it felt a bit strange, like, hey, I feel like, I feel a bit uncomfortable originally, but after a while, you want to be able to make decisions as quickly as possible with the least information, but exactly what you need. Nothing more, nothing less. And we've discussed today the trading framework and the correct trading process. No matter how you're trading, you must be doing this. Otherwise, you're not going to succeed. So as a trader, you're a business owner. And as a business owner, there are things that you need to know. Yeah. So I want to help you discover everything you need to know. So what I'm going to share with you is I've designed a course exactly around that, giving you the tools and knowledge you need to run a successful trading business. Now it's called How to Run a Trading Business. Let me share with you what we have in it. So we talk about 5 sessions. So the first session we talked about goals, tools of the trade, and trading strategies. So how to design your own trading strategy based on your edge. How do you do that? How do you go about testing it and deploying it in the market? What are the steps that you go through? Step by step. Okay, every one of my traders does this. If I'm working with them in coaching, it's exactly what we do. Then we talk about the trading framework, how to build your trading plan. Most people don't know how to write a trading plan. How do you write a trading strategy? What are your money management rules, trade management rules, risk management rules? How do you put it all together in a plan, a business plan for yourself? So that's part of the trading framework, plus logging and journaling. How do you do that? When do you do it? How do you use the information? How does that feed back to you so that you can improve yourself as a trader? And again, it doesn't matter how you're trading, what system you're trading, what style you're trading, you need to do this. You need to understand the trading process. And I've already shared with you a skeleton of that. But beyond that, once you've done that, how do you follow up and review your trades? You need to know step-by-step how to do it. And how do you look at your performance statistics? What does that tell you about your trading? I can look at anyone's performance statistics and tell them about themselves as a trader and what they need to do to improve. And that's what I do with my coaching clients. So that they go from being, maybe losing money to actually making money consistently, and they know why. They know exactly, we pinpoint exactly what the issues are and we fix them. Then we talk about, as we said before, money management, risk management, and trade management. I go through everything you need to know about money management and risk management and trade, how to manage your trade once you're in it until you're no longer in it. We talk about the framework of that. And there's three main ways of doing it. And then again, you can put it together in many different ways, just like there's three things that we look at when we're analyzing a market: trend, price direction, and supply and demand. And again, put that all together in many different ways to come up with an understanding of what the market's doing. So you're reading the conditions of the market. And then we talk about trading psychology, issues that can happen and how to resolve them, where they come from, and different ways of resolving any issues that may happen to you on the psychology side of things. Now, here's what people are saying. I thought it would be good to drop you a quick note to say that I have been through the course on how to run a trading business, and I found it very worthwhile. Now, this guy's been trading for about 20 years. There were lots of little things, or gaps, as you put it, in my approach that I have become aware of. For example, I knew about how to benchmark a trade, but I wasn't actually doing it much, and was very sloppy as far as my trading log was concerned. I like the part when you say fix your mistakes one by one, starting with the biggest one until there aren't any left. I've now become aware of an embarrassingly large number of mistakes in my approach that I need to fix one by one. You see what I mean? Now, about the trading room, I'm going to share with you how to do that. The trading room is very helpful in understanding how to go through the process that we just talked about. I've been trading for 11 years. I have not seen anything like what you do. Love how simple it is. Simple is the key, yeah? I mainly trade options with trades that last 30 to 60 days. I've been looking for something I could use to day trade for 2 years now. I want to round out what I'm doing with another source of profits. I've not been able to find anything I could execute consistently. I'm just paper trading with your system. I've been doing it for a couple of weeks now, and I've had far better results than anything I've ever tried. Assuming this continues, I will take it live sometime in late March. Now, here's a comment that I got from the trading room today. Now, Kevin's one of my traders, and he's doing extremely well at the moment. And unfortunately, he lost his day job. He's working in computers, lost his day job, and now he's relying on trading. So he's on our trading room every day. And he says, this is from today, okay? He says, hey, Simon, you were always spot on. Really glad I met you. You have literally changed my way of thinking in life. This is the chat from today's. I just took a kind of screenshot of it. Marcus, Simon's probably one of the best coaches out there with a heartfelt passion for coaching and a real understanding of how the market works. He helps you view everything in a new way. The way he teaches is also really good, and he goes through it until you understand. I can honestly say that I have gotten more out of this training than I expected. So with this knowledge, you're going to be able to run a successful trading business. Develop as a trader within a proven framework. Create, test, and deploy your own trading strategies and easily track your performance. Manage your risk, and much, much more. So trading is a business, yeah? And with business, you make profits and losses. So framing your trading in this framework can help you cope with losses and help you manage your trading as it should be managed. As we spoke about earlier, you will have losses. Everyone has losses. I don't believe there's a trader in the world without having losses. I know some are really good and they have very few of them because they got really good at this, but they're going to happen. Sometimes you're a bit off and you have losses because you're not you're not performing well, or you have other things going on in your life that creep in. I have one of my trading friends was doing really well. And within the same week, he lost his father and his father-in-law, and he carried on trading, but he started losing consistently. He realized there was a problem here, and he stopped trading for the rest of the month and came back and made whatever he lost back once he was in the right frame of mind. He wasn't in the right frame of mind, so he caught himself. Rather than spiraling out of control and blowing his account out, he just realized there was an issue here. It's not working for him by looking at his results, and stopped. I'm losing now. It's not going for me. I thought it would. I've got other things on my mind. I can't do this well at the moment. So stop trading. So this is what you're going to get in this course. It's 5 sessions. I'm going to show you the inside shortly, how to do this. Approximately 1.5 hours per session. It's on demand. You can watch it as many times as you want. You can watch it at your own pace, any time of day and night. There's no live classes to attend. And you also get personalized support. You can email me any follow-up questions after you've watched the sessions. Okay, so let me share with you the offer. And again, I'll put it into the chat area, I think, and maybe David can. me see if I've still got it on my here. So I want everyone to click on what I just put in. It's my website, TradeSmartForex.com/offer. Okay. And that's going to bring you to the page. Okay. So let me share with you what the offer is. Okay. So the regular price is $4,997. Okay. Now the deadline is Friday, the 27th of November, midnight Eastern time. So there's a coupon code you can use at checkout. 1,000 off will get you $1,000 off. Now, this is not everything. I'm going to share with you what else you're going to get. But I want to let me share with you the checkout very shortly. So this is what you're going to get. Go to this link, and you're going to get $1,000 off. And this is a coupon. So what I want to share with you is this. There's a bonus. You're going to get free access for the first 10 people that sign up to the live trading room. Now, again, the live trading room is where you're going to see everything put into practice, what you're learning on a day-to-day basis. Now, we usually charge $497 a month. Again, that's a real price. We have people paying that, and you might think it's a bit high, but again, it's super valuable. It's not a huge room. People mostly stay around three or 4 months. There are people that stay in because they like the company of other traders. So the purpose of the room is to teach you what you need so that you can, like a bird, can learn to fly yourself. Okay, I don't want people being in there perpetually unless they want to be in there as part of the family of traders, which is very nice. But the idea is to get you to a level of success as soon as possible by watching how to do it, by learning. And again, I'm not a big fan of trading rooms myself per se. I think a lot of the learning will happen once you learn. So again, once you learn how to do it. Now, the key thing about the trading room is to learn how to do it and then do it yourself. Okay, I don't want to, I'm not a guru. I don't want people, I don't want followers. Okay, I want to develop traders that are successful. Okay, I don't want people, that's my aim. That's what the aim of the trading room is. And I run it with Mike and with David. And we have a great group of traders in there that are serious, and some of them are very successful. Okay, so the first 10 people that will sign up will get 3 months at no cost. Again, on me, it costs me. Okay, so you can come in for 3 months, join our family of traders, and as well as this training, and you'll see exactly how we trade. You'll probably be able to pick it up from the trading room. Now, so basically, if you join now, how to run a trading business is $4,997. 3 months in the live trading room is $1,491. So that's a total of $6,488. And today you only pay $3,997. So let me show you the checkout. Again, this is so important. Again, what you pay will pay itself back many folds over your trading career. You need to learn this, and there's not many people that are teaching this. They may teach you a strategy, but what if that strategy doesn't fit you? How are you going to know? This will tell you. You'll be able to analyze your trading once you're doing it and see, is this strategy working for me? And what I said, you can have a winning strategy, just like you can have a winning recipe to baking, but you can botch it up and end up with, it doesn't work. It goes flat. It's something you did wrong. So to have a support system there of other traders that can help you, that are more experienced than you, that's a good thing. And you also know maybe that strategy is not for you. You may want to try a different baking class, for example. So let me share with you, let's see if I can do this. Okay. So if you go to my website, you can get it from here as well, how to run a trading business. But basically you're going to come to this page. Okay. And you click buy now. You can read all about it as well, but it's basically what I covered. And you come to the checkout over here. Now you see, you want to put in the coupon code here, and the coupon code is 1,000 off. Put 1,000 off and click this button. And you'll see it'll take the price down. Now I will see the first 10 people that come in will get 3 months in the live trading room at no extra cost, okay? I may even give everyone 1 month in the live trading room at no cost, just so you can come in if you take this and see what's going on. I probably will do that. But the first 10 will get 3 months. Okay, now, you'll get emailed a username and password, and then you can get into the membership area. It will give you a link, but you can also get in through here by clicking this link, which will bring you here. Now, everything to do with education and training is here. This is how to run a trading business, is everything in here. Everything to do with the trading rooms here. Plus, we also have a Traders Peak Performance Mastermind program that we're going to be launching in 2021. We've actually run it twice now, we're in the process of running our second time, and we're getting like immense results. Like you and every single person in this program has got huge results. So keep your eye out on this in the future. For 2021, when we launch this, if you want to get your mindset and everything and get rid of limiting beliefs and everything else like that, so that you can actually perform. That's the other side of the psychology game. Once you've actually got a winning system and you don't, and you find that you have issues keeping it, or issues holding trades to target, or whatever it may be with your trading, and it may be, you know, maybe you have a fear of failure, or fear of success, a fear of making money, a fear of losing money, whatever it may be, we can deal with that over here. And I'm working with one of the top people in the world who developed a system that works, and we're releasing it for the first time to the general public. It's been used for over 20 years in private practice, and now for the first time it's being made available for traders. So this is very interesting. Okay, so when you click on, so everything to do with running a trading business is here. And again, if you want to learn, so if you go into session 2, for example, about the trading framework, it's going to go into great details about how to run a trading business, the trading framework. We're going to talk about how to do that. Okay, and then the trading room is over here. We have the live trading room, which will give you access to it here. We have recordings of every daily session, and we have a weekly preparation session, which is actually a separate subscription, but you get this all as part of the package for this. Again, you get everything, the live room and the replays, whatever you want. Okay, so you can see today's session if you want straight away. So that is basically it. So again, if you join now, how to run a trading business is 4997. 3 months in the live trading room is 1491. Total 6488. Today 3997. Maybe the best investment you make. If you haven't done anything like this, you have to do this, because if you're doing what you're doing so far and you're jumping around from system to system and it's not working for you, you may be missing this. And again, even people, I've had people that have been trading 25 years, 35 years that don't know this. And this is the basics. These are the foundations. These are the roots that a tree needs to plant. It needs to root underground in order to grow. If you try and build a building without foundations, it's going to fall over every single time. Okay, you need solid foundations. These are the foundations in which you grow as a trader. Okay, so it's a good idea to do this. So what I'm going to do now, we've got a bit of time, 5 minutes. I'll open up for any questions. And while you're asking your question, I'm going to look in the chat area now, and I know how to do that. I want to thank everyone for attending. I want to thank also David and Anchor for having me here. And again, I have a YouTube channel you can subscribe to. And in the meantime, let's go back to questions. So feel free to ask any questions in the chat area now. I'll be happy to answer them. And again, we also have a help desk if you want to ask any questions ahead of time before you purchase. If you want to speak to me, again, just feel free to, I'll be happy to speak to you if you're serious about doing this. We have a really nice group of people, and most of them are, interestingly enough, are becoming successful traders because they're going through this process. They're doing it the way that it needs to be done in order to succeed. And they're finding a methodology, a way of trading that fits their personality and lifestyle. As I said before, most people in the trading room are trading their own trading plan. We're all reading the market in a similar way within that same framework. So that's what you need. And it's a wonderful thing to see traders, or to see potential traders actually develop over their time in the trading room and working with them and going through the training, finally become successful traders. As like Kevin said, this has changed his life, and Jane and all the other people, and Mike and David, and I can't mention everyone. There's like probably hundreds of people now over the past, over a decade since I've been training people. Okay, so I have a question from Eric. That's a very good question, Eric. So he says, hi, Simon, do you find your system works best on certain timeframes, daily, weekly, intraday? Works on every time frame. Okay, in the training, we basically go through, depending on how you trade. Yeah, if you're trading on the smaller timeframes, which, if you're trading, if you're a day trader, which timeframes to use, yeah? It'll put it together for you exactly which timeframes to use. So it works well on every time frame, even down to a 1 minute chart up to a monthly chart. It makes no difference. Okay, chart's a chart. You know, if you look at the candlestick charts, then, you know, if I took away what time frame it was, you wouldn't know. They'd look the same. Yeah, a candlestick can represent 1 month, 1 day, 1 minute. So yeah, it works on anything, on any instrument. You can use it for futures, you can use it for stocks, for options, Forex, whatever you want. It makes no difference. And again, you know, if you come in the trading room, which you can do, you know, I share with you a lot of my journey and how I actually help traders from what I went through. But originally how I learned to trade was using the specialist system on the New York Stock Exchange. I was learned to read back in those days, it was like 15 years ago, reading level 2 open book, and not even looking at charts, by understanding the prints going off and the time and sales, what the specialist was doing. But the funny thing about that was, once the system went hybrid, part computer, part human, the system that I was taught to trade no longer worked. So it was back to the drawing board. So if you build a system based on timeless principles like supply and demand, trend, you know, something called price direction, then you never have to learn anything else. You want to keep it simple. Again, you won't believe how simple it is until you do it. And then you'll prove to yourself it works, because you'll see it working for you as you analyze the charts. You put zones on and the market bounces off those areas like, wow. And if it doesn't, then it means you didn't put it right. And then you go back and understand why. So again, it's a framework in which you develop yourself as a trader. Okay, I develop my traders to be self-sufficient. I don't want you relying on me or anyone or anything or any, you know, any particular, you know, signal service or anything like that. You've got no idea why it works. If you know how it works, then fine. You want to be self-sufficient. You want to understand when you take a trade, why you're taking a trade and why it should work and what the probabilities are ahead of time, so you can do it and have confidence in it and confidence in yourself to do it. Until you get there, you won't be making money consistently as a trader. It'll be a very long and, you know, you'll be going round and round in circles, probably losing money, blowing accounts out, and may never get it, and then drop out saying that, you know, it doesn't work or I can't do it. And you don't want to be one of those. Okay, I think we've got time for one more question, if there is, and if not, let me have a look. So you guys got the link again? Okay, quickly, let me see if I can quickly go back over and then we'll wrap up. So again, if you join now, how to run a trading business. Again, that's everything you need to know, no matter how you're trading, no matter what you're trading, you need to know this, yeah? It's $4,997, that's a regular price. 3 months in the live trading, 1,491, total 6,488. You pay 3,997. Now I believe in, you know, paying for value, okay? Again, if you pay for something and it doesn't get you results, then you've just wasted money, no matter how much. Yeah, but if you get results with it, then it was worth every penny. So this can get you results, okay? You'll see when you do it. And you'll see how you develop as a trader. And you see maybe what you're missing and what you're not doing in your process. So this is what it means to be a professional trader. This is the process that you need to go through. And every successful trader does something like this. Okay, so that's my offer for you. And again, we've done the questions. I want to thank everyone for being here. For those of you watching the replay, thanks for watching it. I hope you got something valuable that can help you with your trading. Even if you don't decide to take the next step, that's fine. Go and investigate this yourself and make it a part of your trading. I care about my traders. I want them to succeed. Okay, so if you want to be one of those traders, then sign up and I'll be happy to help you with your trading. So thank you very much, everyone.